Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 22 Marnus Labuschange career mode, and we're gonna have a look at well the first innings of our first Test match at the Gabba, and yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. We're in a pretty good spot here. We picked up a few handy wickets. We got some decent runs. We got a good start. Couldn't go on and make a big score, but we're in an okay spot here. England 3 for 71. Joe Root and Ben Stokes, the danger men at the crease, you would say. I mean, especially Joe Root, but we did get Root out in the first innings. We picked up, like I said, what did we get? 3? No, 4. I think we got 4 wickets in that first innings, and thankfully they didn't bring us on in the 5th over or something. But into the 17th over, as that's an absolutely rank ball there. But the lead is only 40-41, so you know, fingers crossed we can bundle them out here, and then have a fairly comfortable chase and try to take this first Ashes match into the series, try to get the win like real life, obviously. As that one, it looked pretty good. He let it go. I thought it was pretty close to the off peg here, getting a decent bit of spin off this angle. Let's look at the ball, dude. What is wrong? It wasn't as close as expected, but what is wrong with this ball? Someone dropped it in a freaking bucket of water. It's waterlogged to shit. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it, but yeah, the ball is fricked up. It's fricked up. So yeah, not great. As we are gonna pick up Joe Root again, and that is hilarious because it's such a Joe Root dismissal. Such a Joe Root dismissal. Just wafting the bat out at one outside off, short of a length. You know, not really. Not playing straight, not playing square, just that in between. Just takes the outside edge, and Joe Root, he's our bunny. he's our bunny in this series. We picked him up twice in the match. I mean that's pretty solid stuff. As Johnny Bairstow has departed. Oh no, Have we found a bit of a cheesy tactic to get wickets? Maybe. We bowl it full at sort of middle and leg stump. He hits it into his boot. I think we only got the 1 wicket like that in the first innings, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure that is like a bit of a, I mean, it is cheesy, and I think, I don't know, there's something up with the game. I think it's happened a little bit too frequently already in a match, so I'm not gonna do that all the time. Maybe if we desperately need to get a wicket, I might pull out the cheese, but yeah, that's it's a bit annoying. Oh, that's a beautiful wrong in. Josh Buttler gets beaten all ends up. I wanted a challenge, but there's no reason to. It somehow missed the inside edge, somehow missed the off stump. It's a beautiful ball. Look at this. It's still the ball is just fricked up. But how on earth? How did that miss? A little bit too much bounce. If yeah, as Josh Buttler here, 57 or 59. I mean, it's he's Ollie Robinson, what is that? But I mean, Butler, he's a guy that can pull out innings like this. Oh my god, is that a drop? I'm pretty sure he edged this. I just preemptively went up for the appeal, but Alex Carey behind the stumps here. I think this was a slider. Yeah, he's definitely edged it. What are you doing, Carey? Just standing upright. Oh my god, that's a cricket 19. Honestly, man, oh man, some of the stuff in this game, some of the issues are quite frustrating. They had plenty of time to get this stuff sorted out, but that's a cricket 19 specialty. The keeper just standing upright, not even attempting to take the catch. So, yeah, fairly annoying, but thankfully we bundled them out. We picked up the 2 wickets once again, which is, you know, solid stuff for a part-timer as we come out to the fray. The 60 average there. Hopefully we don't ruin Marnus's average too much throughout this career, but we'll see. As we look at the scorecard, the bowling figures, well, we get 2 for 58 off 10. I mean, that honestly, like, that's decent. You know, I don't mind that because obviously we're a part-timer. It's fine that we went for, you know, almost 6 and over. We got 2 wickets, and that's sort of what you should expect. You know, maybe not 6 and over, but you know, it makes sense. I mean, good God, I'm just thinking about it. Jack Leach in the first game went for almost 10 and over for his, like, and he didn't bowl just 2 overs. He went for like 100 runs off like 13 or something. From memory, like, it was actually insane how many runs he went for. I was gobsmacked, but usually, you know, part-timers maybe like 4.5 and over potentially, depending how the game is and whatnot. But yeah, we get a fantastic chance now. 1 for 73, chasing 187. Warner is the man who has departed. Marcus Harris is actually going along quite nicely. As you see, their ball is looking pretty fine. So it's not the type of ball. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in our innings with the pill. But oh jeez, that was, oh, it come off the elbow, almost straight back onto the stumps. It looked like it was going straight back onto middle peg, but it sort of hit our boot, I think. I don't know. It was again we leave it straight into the body. I'd sort of rather him, if he's gonna leave it, just sort of sway out of the way. But yeah, it's a bit like, I think I talked about this, but in the first video, that it'd be cool if they had like more, or like a Marnus and a Steve Smith type leaving, but it, you know, not even that. It would be nice if they had like more variations with the leave. Like, it's a, you know, it's not a lot. Oh, that's a good ball. Some nice swing away there from Chris Wokes, but it's not, you know, you're not going to leave the ball too much in a cricket game, you know, unless you're trying to play as realistic as possible. And I do like to, in a test match, I definitely do like to leave the pill when it's a good length outside off, but it'd be nice if they just had a couple more animations for the leave. Like, the one they have is fine. You know, they have the ducking one, and then just the normal sort of, you know, shoulders, arms. But you know, there's more variations. And if the ball is like coming back at your body over the top, you'd want them to sort of like try to avoid it, not just put the arms up and cop it in the body. But you know, that's maybe for future games. Maybe for future games they'll add it. Says Ben Stokes here, steaming in. If you didn't watch the first episode of the Marnus career, I did put the slide, like I changed the sliders. I put the pace up, so as you can see, the ball is coming on pretty quickly, which is very fun in my opinion. So I would highly recommend it. Go into the gameplay modifiers and put up the pace. I'll probably, if I remember, I'll eventually do like a video showing my sliders, so you guys can sort of you know, maybe go to sort of what I like in the game and see if it works for you as well. But yeah, I put the pace in general up quite a bit. I put the bounce down, and I probably could put that down even maybe slightly lower. But I think it's pretty okay now. Maybe it's slightly lower. I did have the shot force turned down in the first video, and I still have it turned down, but I think I turned it up just a couple of little rungs, because it was probably a little bit too low. So I think I adjusted that slightly, but it's still a bit lower than the default. And then also the spin I turned up slightly. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, the batting difficulty is hard. Although it's a bit strange because obviously I changed the modifiers, so that affects the difficulty in general. And then the AI is veteran difficulty. So yeah, for people that are wondering. But yeah, we move on to 11 off 25. It's again, and you can tell, like, I think the batting in this game is far easier than Cricket 19, and you know, the changes I've made, it's much more difficult. Like, we're 16 off 33, and it's a nice challenge. It's a good challenge in the game, in my opinion. You know, we're digging in, we're you know, leaving good balls, we're trying to put away the bad balls, but it's tough. It's test match cricket. It should be tougher to bat on, as Marcus Harris has departed. I think, did he get his 50? I think he got out just before the 50. He got like 40 odds, so yeah, probably, you know, I'm not displeased. So it's the master and the apprentice, Steve Smith and Labuschange at the crease at the minute, as that is a beautiful shot. Stuart Broad just back of a length. We rocked back, saw it nice and early. You know, you can trust the bounce of the gabber. It's, you know, comes on nice and quickly. You know, good bounce, and this one just rocks back, bang, straight in front of mid wicket. It's a fantastic shot to just, you know, not relieve. There wasn't too much pressure, but a few dot balls building, so it's always good to get one out of the screws and hit it for 4. And you know, just build the confidence, build the timing up. So yeah, not looks like, you know, the game is not. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. The square drive beats the man at point. The footwork apparently wasn't very good, but it is a nice shot. Very, very nice shot. We're gonna scamper back for 3, and a good solid over there. 7 coming from it. But like I said, like I was gonna say, the game is not done and dusted here. That is for sure. You know, a few quick wickets and it's a game. It's cricket. Anything can happen. But at the moment, we're looking in a pretty dominant position. If myself and Smith can just, you know, knock these off 10 at a time, 20 at a time, whatever sort of intervals you want to do it in, it's going to make life pretty easy. And it looks like we should romp home to a nice solid first game victory in the Ashes. And like I said, that this is how I'm doing the Marnus Labuschange career, where obviously there's not a separate tab for a star career. You can't play through other competitions as the player at the moment. Hopefully they added. I think, like I said in the first one, I think that was what was said by Ross or Big Ant, that they were looking to, is going to push for 2. Stevie, we almost ran our boy Steve Smith out, but he got back, so no harm, no foul. But it seems, I think they said they were going to add it. I don't quote me on that, as that is it's nicely worked. It was nice and full, so I'm going to pick up again a cheeky 2. But hopefully they do. I'll be very upset if they don't add just a standard star player career mode, because I don't want to keep banging on about it, but it's honestly ridiculous that it wasn't in the game. I don't, you know, removing a feature from a previous game just is so backwards, as that one is a beautiful shot backwards of square leg. Gonna pick up a 2. Didn't quite, again, the bounces, they have more ferocity, which is fun, and they're harder to get the timing of it. So we couldn't quite knock that one like we have been in our other career mode. But Robinson here is he's bowling with some speed. I don't think, you know, in real life he's not this quick, that's for sure. I'd say high 120 sort of pulls him up, but on the game here he's cranking it up. High 130, he's getting up to 140. So it's a challenge. Is this again short? Not the best timing, but again, just working off the hip. That it's not quite going to go for 4. So again, the shot force I did turn down. Again, we could tweak stuff depending. Is that one again? He's gone short, and again, I think we got a little bit more bat on that one, and we went more aerial, and that's going to help it skip along this nice flat gabber outfield. Didn't quite get out of the screws, but. He's bowling. You know, the plan, I guess, is to bang in short. It's a bit of a strange field for the tactic, as again he's gone short. This time we completely whiff. But yes, it's a strange tactic for sure. Strange tactic to employ with this field. But you know, I guess they're leaving the space open for the shot. And if we're not good enough, which at the moment we are. We're just sort of, we're not getting it perfect, but it's good enough to get to the rope once again. That's going to trickle away for 4. You know, it's letting us get some free runs, which, you know, at the moment, I guess England, they just have to go all out attack, try to take the wickets. They're obviously not going to defend the total, so it's all about getting the wickets. As again, he's gone short again. This one we actually play powerfully along the ground. Is that going to trickle for 4? Not quite. It's gonna pull up. We were going to go for 3, but it's good, well fielded out on the rope there. So all of a sudden, we've raced on to 43 off 56. So, you know, our first 10 to 20 runs was quite the grind, was quite the difficult time for us. But as soon as, you know, they tried a little bit more aggression, a little bit more sort of trying to take our wicket, we're able to pounce on a few loose balls as Chris Wokes here gets a little bit too straight. And once again, our pull shot, Marnus, he's a great pull shotter. He like I said in the first innings, he reminded me so much of Ricky Ponting when he first came into the team, when he made his debut. But he hasn't lost the ability to play the pull shot. He plays it very, very nicely in the air or along the ground. As we're knocking these runs off pretty quickly now. Steve Smith up the other end is, you know, he's just plodding along. He's a guy that, you know, he never wants to miss out on runs. So even though there's not too many runs to get, you know Smith is going to be the professional and you know, try to be not out at the end of this. He doesn't want to throw his wicket away. He loves the stats. He loves the average. As that's going to be our 52 of 63. Just a very well worked innings. It's been very leg side dominant. We haven't really seen too many of the beautiful cover drives we played in the first innings, but yeah, I mean we're batting to the bowling really. They're bowling straight, they're bowling short. The field is open on that side, as that shot we just haven't quite got away in this innings. But yeah, we batted beautifully. It's been a great knock, as unfortunately Steve Smith has departed now. So my talk about him wanting to be there at the end, I'm sure he did, but he does depart. So Travis Head is the new man at the crease. The target of 187 is fast approaching. We'd love a nice little not out to you know, just get the average up for the series. We've batted nicely in both digs now. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go on and get a big one in either of the innings, but we've had just a great performances. Oh no, there's the wicket. I mean, you know, flirting with danger. We played a nice patient innings up until that point. We sort of waited for them to come to us, and then, you know, the score was trickling down. It was a back of a length outside off. We just saw it there. Tried to play the booming back foot cover drive, and it's always a risky shot. So that's what happens. But we get the victory. We win in pretty comfortable fashion right there. Travis Head, and I think it was Cameron Green, scores the winning runners. There's the wicket again, and we pick up player of the match. I mean, you know, fantastic performance. 4 wickets. Or 6 wickets for the match, and then a 50 and a 40 in our 2 digs. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the Marnus Labuschange career mode. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.